What up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. So, if you like the Shiba Inu ecosystem, Shibarium, Shib, Leash, Bone, Tree, She, the rest of the Shibarium partner Shibs, you're in the right place. So, right now, what I'm gonna do is Shytoshi sent a blog update on Shibarium scaling yesterday, the final one. So I want to make sure I cover that and then review it for you guys. You know, I'm going to tell you 110% no cap what I believe, and I'm going to tell you where I believe this is going to go. You guys know I'm bullish. I think it's going to the moon. So let's go ahead and check it out. First things first, let's check out Shytoshi's Twitter account. Okay, so it says Shytoshi Kusama, no FUD or fake screenshots, just focus on scaling for you. So that is because, as you guys know, there was a bunch of screenshots or one particular screenshot that came out, started FUDding after the Explorer stopped for a little bit for scaling. There was so much enthusiasm that it basically had to shut down for a little bit to increase the computational units. Okay. With that said, you guys know he has pinned this one, August 17th, Shibarium, all is well. I would probably pin the latest one if I was him. And this is Shibarium scaling final update. Shibarium is live and operating well. Stats as of now, so far before this announcement, we have accumulated over 65,000 wallets. All right, so let's go ahead and get into that situation. So it says Shibarium scaling final update. Shytoshi Kusama, August 28th, 2023, 2-minute read. Okay, so this right here is the latest. All right, you're getting the latest because that's what it's about. So it says, and of course, the image is a buffed out Shiba Inu, like ready for business. Like, look at that. And the thing is, man, is that the capability that we're gonna have with this AI? Because it looks like an AI generated, obviously an AI generated image, but man, look at the detail. And then of course under grrr. So that's pretty dope. All right, cool. Shibarium is live and operating well. Stats of as of now. So far, before this announcement, we have accumulated over 65,000 wallets and 350,000 transactions. We've seen a variety of fun, unusual, and sometimes offensive tokens deployed on Shibarium alongside a variety of platforms. Within these thousands of tokens, we will see which will rise to the top. Now that we've proven that all funds are safu, as we said, and that Shibarium is ready for prime time, we will reopen our channels. Quote, those who build in the bear market will win in the bull market, end quote, Ryoshi. Thanks. But before that, I need to give explanation and a huge thank you to the Polygon team. Quickly after the incident began, I called Sandeep from Polygon directly and without a second thought. He helped provide additional resources to ensure a perfect outcome in the situation. And that is why our pivot to a fork Polygon was the correct one. Okay, so a lot of people don't know that Shibarium's a fork of Polygon. Okay, like I was explaining to a gentleman the other day, because it's like what is the proper name for that? I really don't know what the proper name for that is because it's a layer one that gets layer two'd, and then that layer two gets forked. So what does that third option get called? I don't know. So quickly, so specifically, thank you to Sandeep, JD, OK Krishna, and everyone at Polygon. Paul from Unification, Navdeep, Vijay, Vishwajit, Robil, Ayush, Prashant, Vikas, Arav, and the decentralized Shibarium team. A final thank you to everyone who fought the FUD and ignored the misinformation posted on multiple news sites recklessly. Here at your service. So note about the bridge withdrawal process. It is by design that the Shib leash with withdrawals through the bridge take at least 2 checkpoints, 45 minutes to 3 hours, and bone withdrawal will take up to 7 days. These are confirmed working as seen below. Next steps: stay tuned to official channels for Shibarium updates, and please utilize the links below for more information. Final reminder: be careful of any token you see on Shibarium and do your own research. Again, do your own research, and this is in caps, by the way. And be careful. Hail Shib and happy gem hunting degens. So I want them to give us a gem, though. I'm gonna be honest. I want you, and then of course here is the RPC name Shibarium, a bridge shibarium.shib.io/shib, the RPC at www.shibrpc.com, symbol bone decimal 18, URL Shibarium scan.io, chain ID 109. Okay, so that is the end of that article. So let's just go through it real quick. Okay, it was short and sweet and to the point, like I like. First things first, this Shiba Inu is buff as hell. All right, this Shiba Inu means business, and honestly, this should be the logo. Man, this thing is all right. Cool. Moving on. Moving on. But let me just show you guys. Look at the detail. You can see like the individual hairs, the shadow, the muscular structure, the skeletal. Like, look at this. Look at the wood, the gray, the shade. Look at the weights behind. Like, yeah, that's a sick image. Okay. So Shibarium is live and operating well. I can definitely confirm this. Let's go ahead and come over to Shibarium. You can come over here and look, you can stake your stuff, choose a validator for you to delegate to. The actual page, the homepage of shib.io is this. All right. So then you can actually get the RPC from here. Okay. So you don't even have to worry about it. Just come over here, click it. It takes you to it. I could check DeFi Llama for you guys. Maybe I'll do a video to check both of these to see which one's actually faster. Because I just looking at this, I mean, how would you guys tell? You wouldn't be able to tell. But I'm just putting that out there. And of course, we can check on Dex tools, okay, right here, as I had already checked. So you come to chains, all chains, and you see Shibarium is there. Okay, I could click it, but I just want to show you that also on Dex terminal, I'm sorry, on Gecko terminal, you have Shibarium right here as well. All right, so it's definitely active. When you click it, of course, it's going to show you some of these um, token plays. Everything right now looks kind of crazy, so just be very careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure there's some good tokens in there. I heard there was one. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anyone to see. And basically, all I'm saying is I'm waiting for some of these tokens like Bad Idea AI and Shib and to start bridging over so we can buy them on Shibarium. You know what I mean? Are we gonna be able to buy it? Because that would be a confidence booster if those tokens moved from the layer one to that layer two, right? Because then it's like, okay, now they themselves are using it. But for some reason, it just feels a little different, okay? That they're like, all right, go gem hunting, and it's like, so give us something. Give us an official Shytoshi, not financial advice. This token is for entertainment purposes, has no intrinsic value. Go ahead and put all the disclaimers on there, but make it in a like Kusama Inu or something. You know what I mean? I should do that. Kusama Inu sounds fire, and I know people would buy it. All right, cool. With that said, I go by Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army. Just went through and actually, you know what? I think I started with one thing and then I moved on. Let me just hit the other parts of this article too, because it's very important that we do understand that Polygon played an important role um, in this. In fact, they gave some of that uh, additional knowledge that they had. Okay, so and gave additional resources to the team. So that's pretty dope, especially like going through who he specifically thanked. Because if you see this one right here, JD, I'm pretty sure that's JD from Paw Zone. Okay, so I've been telling you guys also about Polygon, brought that one to you guys at like 2.9 million. Made videos at 3 million, 4 million, 5. I think it might be at 6 million, right? And that one is I made a video. That's all I'm gonna say. I made a video. I explained it. I read their white paper. So there's a lot to actually look at. Okay, I'm extremely bullish on the entire project, the entire blockchain. So when I see Shytoshi come out with this, talking about a note, letting people know that there's at least 2 checkpoints with the Shib leash and wrapped Ethereum withdrawals through the bridge that will take 45 to 3 hours, and then that the bone withdrawal will take up to 7 days. These are confirmed working as seen below. Okay, everything is 100% secure. There's not going to be what is it, a flash attack on Shibarium, withdrawing bone. Like, no, there's checkpoints. Nice try, better luck next time. You feel me? So next step, stay tuned to official channels for Shibarium updates. I keep telling you guys that, okay? Only mess with official channels. That's why I don't even like talking about Polygon and Toad Killer, to be honest, just because they're not official. I have full faith in those projects, okay? So I know they're not going to go anywhere. The teams look fire. I see who's in the telegrams. It's a bunch of alpha in there. Founders of Shibarium, developers of Shibarium, influencers of Shibarium. And then, but it's not official. So I pump my brakes on pushing those, even though I do talk about them because I do have videos on here. That being said, be aware. Okay, next step, stay tuned to official channels. So stay tuned to official channels because that is where there's too many fakes out there. Okay, and this space is dangerous. They definitely don't want you to lose your tokens. I definitely don't want you to lose your tokens. I want you to only increase your tokens and join me on this journey as we make it to the moon. Final reminder, be careful of any token you see on Shibarium and do your own research. Like I said in my last video, personally, it looked like a rug pull heaven. So I would just pump right now. What I would say, if I had, and this is not financial advice, but let's say if I was advising myself, all right, a younger me, right, who's never even looked at crypto, right? What would I tell myself? Okay, not financial advice, but I would say get bone. Okay, that's probably the most important thing you can do. Get bone. Without bone, you're not going to be able to do anything. So once you have bone, get you some more bone. Okay, get you a nice little bag. Okay, and that's a long-term bag. Then I would say get you some more bone. And then that one is the one you can play with. Okay, once you have your bone shored up, then you can start getting some sheep. Get you some sheep. Get you some leash. Okay, now you have a secure base. Okay, your foundation, your primary portfolio in this space. Okay, some people will look at that crazy because they're saying you're gonna meme coin portfolio as your yes. And then after that, I am going to tell you to look at the partnerships, look at the NFT projects, try to move into those. Okay. And then after that, I would say look into those other plays. Try to get you a gem, right? But leave that there. Then stake your bone as well. Stake your sheep, stake your leash. That's what I would tell myself. Okay, of course, not financial advice, but that would be pretty fire advice. Okay, with that said, if you got any value from this, and once again, thank you, Shytoshi, for publishing this, for keeping the Shib army, the Bone army, the Bad Brigade, the entire Shibarium soldiers, Shibarium soldiers informed. You feel me? Because that's basically what we need, clarity. They're telling us it's live. We've already known it was live. The one thing is we want to see some of these other tokens become live or explain to us that they're going to stay on the layer 1 and will only be staked on the layer 2, or they're going to stay on layer 1 even if they're associated with Shibarium. That right there remains to be explained to the community, and I see why there is a little bit of hesitation. But once again, like I told you, not financial advice, but I would listen to what I told my younger self. Okay, get you some main tokens, then get you some partnerships, and then look into the gems and start hunting for those gems, because once it's released, it's gonna go crazy. It's already released, but once people start actually going in, once there's one or two tokens that start going viral, they're gonna start pulling people in to Shibarium, because that's how it basically works. So we'll see what that one is. If you guys have any projects that you might want me to look at on Shibarium, I already got a couple. I'm not gonna drop them here though, but one of them, they told me that the developer is doxxed, so that's something to keep in mind. So when Shytoshi says do your own research, try to look at some of those projects that have a more reputable situation going on instead of just an anonymous developer. The irony of being in perhaps the most decentralized anonymous project and saying be careful with anonymous projects, but still that is what we're in. But still, do your own research, and I do appreciate you guys. With that said, I'll hit you with another one and a live. So boom, I'm Bone Army, you're Bone Army, we are Bone Army, and I'm out. Peace.